On August 7, 2018, escorted by more than 300 volunteer motorcyclists, a combination of police, fire, and EMS departments representing various municipalities, the Wall That Heals was transported by way of an enormous tractor trailer through the streets of McKeesport to Jimmy Long Field in McKeesport's Renzie Park.
On hand to present the colors of this event were members of Vietnam Veterans Incorporated of Pittsburgh. We spoke with several members of VVI about their commitment to reading of the names of the servicemen and women who were killed in Vietnam that appear on the Wall That Heals.
My name's Tom Holzer. I'm from Whitehall, South Hills of Pittsburgh. I'm here with the Honor Guard from Vietnam Veterans Incorporated. We're doing the closing ceremony at the Wall That Heals.
Okay.
I had one real close buddy and 3 other guys that I went through advanced training with who were killed. And every time I come to the wall, I look up their names and remember them. Bob, I really miss you. Wish you were here. That's all I can say.
Well, it's always a very emotional thing to see. I looked a couple of my friends up on the wall, and it still breaks my heart when I see their names and I remember their faces because they were young men, and when I look them up online, I still see young men who will never get older, and they will never, kiss their babies and love their wives and things like that. And you wonder why them and not you. I think it's the guilt that we all share.
I always think about the wall as some gave some and some gave all. The ones that didn't come home, you think about them a lot, And there was 58,318 of them that never made it back. So we always think about them.
I tell you what, I never thought about it too much before, but this right here, a lot of these names that are on the wall, I might not even be here if it wasn't for them. Because I worked on the aircraft, they kept the enemy off my back so I could do my job. And that's a lot of them, died doing that, protecting me so I could work on the aircraft.
My name is Bob Szoszorek. I'm with the Vietnam Veterans Incorporated of Pittsburgh, and I'm from Pittsburgh. Walt came to our group, Vietnam Veterans Incorporated, and he was asking for some help to getting contributions and stuff, and he's the one that actually started it, got the ball rolling, and we just helped him along a little bit, that's all, and it means a heck of a lot. It's not as good as going down to DC, but I've been down there, but this is up there then. And if you can't make it to DC, it's better off coming to one of these if you get the opportunity.
Now, do you have any friends that names are on the wall?
Oh yes, I have a cousin from Erie that's on the wall. I have quite a few friends. Some I went to high school with, some that I was in. They was in my outfit in Vietnam that I know, but I can't remember a lot of their names. But I found a few of them.
Okay.
And that really made me happy.
Okay.
Just to find
all right. And what kind of feeling do you have after all this is done?
Yesterday I was back there reading names off that they're on the wall from Western Pennsylvania, and I was very honored and privileged to be able to have the opportunity to read the names off. And this is just a great thing. I'm glad it worked out so well. Here in McKeesport.
Now, if you could say anything to anybody, any of the guys, what would it be?
If you haven't seen the wall, see it one way or another, whether it comes to you or whether you go to Washington, D.C. to see it, but it is an emotional event. And just being near the wall, I get emotions, knowing that there's all these guys that died, and I could have been one of them.
Guys, keeping those guys in mind, what would you say to any of them if you were to be able to say anything to them?
That's a tough question. If I could see anyone, it'd be a privilege just to be able to meet them if I had the opportunity.